One more time, I'm going to close this one. And here, I need to click on this object over here. Entry on, unfortunately, the market price is currently slightly below our pending order. Slightly. So once the price gets back into that zone, our pending order will be triggered. So I need to stick to that trading signal. So if the market is running away, then it's a bit of unfortunate. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. We are just a minute or so too late. I'll leave it. I will leave it like this. Okay. Coming to our volatility trade radar instead. And we are currently, I see that we do have a volatility at the euro dollar on the M5 time frame. So that's a clear trading signal I'm going to take. And I'm adjusting my all this red pending order line to a, so we have a distance of probably or roughly around 10 pips with this trading signal. So mind that the market is a bit trapped between the daily pivot line and the big number line of 118. So that's not ideal, but I'm still looking to do that trade. The price is in between in here, and just clicked on entry on. So our buy stop and sell stop line are now active in the market. And just bear with me a second. All right, there we go. We are now in our first trade. You see it here on the right hand side. The blue line is the take profit line. So we can leave that trade for now. We don't have to look at it constantly. And another trading signal, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm not like, I don't like that move here. So a bit sideways. And let's double check. Oh, that's the only one. So euro dollar and Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, but I'm not taking this one. So quickly coming back to the trade radar blue box. Double checking the cable. Oh, but that's not a, first, that's an orange box. And second, I don't like the wick down here. It's a bit too long. So let's shift the focus back on the DAX. And see, up here, there was a vola box. Price came in just by a single pip. Unfortunately, I missed that trading signal. So and you see here as well, if you like the FTSE, we had a very clear vola box signal. Let's switch to the different time frame. Okay, so up here, clear trading signal. So you can either trade the big number trade or the vola box. And if you're trading the FTSE, please keep in mind to adjust the distance of the line. So you shouldn't trade with a 15 line difference, but more or less, yeah, more between the 6 and the 8 one, right? So I'm going to go on the M1 time frame. I think you can see it a bit better now. So if the price is coming into that zone, actually, I think this trade could be done with a slight higher risk over here. Clicking on entry on, and here's my pending box, this yellow area. So once the price goes into that box, both pending order lines will be activated. Should happen any moment now. So FTSE is running. I was going to say a bit out of steam, but just a small breather, and looking for a new daily high, maybe. So in the meantime, while we are following the market, let me pull up our website with the economic trade calendar as promised. So just quick, we are not missing anything. So here's our website. Let's go down here, TT24 economic calendar. And I strongly believe that it's just part of being a trader, to monitor the market, to know what is going on, what are important news announcements. Of course, we'll never know. There is Mr. Trump. There are others who like to Twitter once and then, and that's something you cannot prepare for, but you can prepare for the regular news announcements. So what we've seen earlier this morning, retail sales numbers from New Zealand. Yeah, it's not important for us. Actually, none of the economic news which is coming out is of any importance for us. So today, Monday, the 24th, is a very, very muted news day. So we can concentrate on more of the technical trading setups in the market. So usually we are looking for the flags of Germany, of course, or the EU, or the UK, and the United States. Also, we are looking for these major or high impact events. Sometimes we double check with a medium impact, but we are never going to consider trading during these non-impact events. So let me quickly show you that tomorrow the news which are coming out are a bit different. So at 8 a.m. in Germany, we do have the gross domestic product on a quarterly and annual time frame. So that's definitely could be a market mover. We also have the IFO business climate coming out, and you see here this one is in red. So this could, I'm not saying it has a high impact on the DAX or euro dollar, for instance, but it could. It's always about the possibility. So if I'm going down slightly, at 4 p.m. German time, which is 3 p.m. UK time, we do have new home sales coming out, and there's also consumer confidence index. Again, when we are looking to trade at these numbers, there could be some volatility, which is great when trading the SwissBox, but not something we would like to do when trading the master template. Right, so the economic calendar is down here. There are, of course, other calendars on the website or in the internet. And just quickly, we are short the FTSE and we should get out of the trade any second. Right, so the market price has crossed the blue line, but we actually need to earn the spread as well. So 1 or 2 points to the downside and we would be out of the trade. And that's it. Right, you've seen that down here. There was a trade and that's it. So successful big number trade. Let's check down with the account's history, pulling it back into the chart. And this was the point of entry. And here's the exit. Right. So now I'm not going to do anything here with this trade. I'm waiting for the market maybe to come back into this green area or the area down here. I need to adjust the vola box 7 points. So I said between 6 and 8. So I need to adjust these zones. For the DAX, for the Dow, it's a bit different. So once the market, so nothing has changed about my opinion. Once the market gets into the green zone on the top over here or bottom down here, then we are entering the market. And I can already, with another pending box, I can already place it around here, right? So I can adjust target as well. And then up here, entry on. So that's covered and we see it in our TradeRadar vola box. So 2 are pending, 1 is active. So how's our trade doing in the euro dollar? Oh, that's a pity. Traded above the daily pivot, but hasn't triggered our take profit. Not yet. Not yet. So currently fighting a little bit with the 61.8 resistance, and I'm looking to add the master template X, which is always good if you're looking to trade a reversal after a stronger price movement. So this is what I'm considering a good price movement up here, and maybe we are finding some sort of a top here. If the market would turn, then it will bring us a new entry signal. But currently the DAX looking like, looking more interested into the big number mark of 13,000. 13,000. So DAX back in our vola box and another trade to be done. Clicking on the round object over here and entry on. Right. Just a quick reminder, if you do have any questions, please put that into the chat window on the left-hand side. I'm going to take a short break, just grabbing myself a fresh cup of tea, and I'll be right back with you in 5 to 10 minutes. So just a quick update. We are long in the DAX. Blue line is our take profit, and I'm already seeking the chance to increase the take profit here slightly. So 13,000 point mark, that's very interesting. And even though the DAX is playing here, please do keep in mind that we are looking at the M1 time frame, M1. So So maybe there will be some volatility coming in once the market is trading above the green line, which currently looks like a bit of resistance on the top side. We've seen a couple of candles where the market price wasn't able to break through. And in order to get us out of the trade, mind that our current take profit is the blue line up here. So we need to go through. So let me double check with our Vola box on the left hand side if we got any other trading signals as well. Unfortunately, that's not the case. The only one is actually here in the DAX, where you can see it's blinking yellow. All the other markets, oh, Euro yen. Euro yen down here. I'm adjusting my box lines. So once the price gets back into this yellow box, unfortunately, the current market price is trading above. So we need to wait until it comes down here. So I'm also double checking any possible entry signals with our blue box. But so far, it's not the case. Now, that's the DAX trying to break out 12,980 points. And we need to cross the blue line in order to get out of this trade. 13,000 of course is a big number, which I can add in here. Maybe a second impulse. So right, also a new daily high, of course, 13,000 point mark. That would be our goal with this trade. So this trade obviously takes a bit longer than usual when doing the SwissBox trade, but I mean, being a trader means we should be patient, even though if this one is considered to be a very short-term trading strategy. And so the blue dotted line is our first take profit. Keep that in mind. So I'm a bit greedy, trying to get a little bit more out of this trade. DAX is losing some power here, running out of steam. And again, just double checking some other trading signals over here. So Euro Yen. I think we are in our first trade long, and you see that? Oh, that's a pity. So we crossed the blue line, and then we missed our take profit by a single pip. Mind that it's not sufficient just to cross the blue line. Now we need to trade slightly beyond it because we need to earn the spread. We need to earn the spread, and the red was very, very unfortunate. However, we are still in the first trade. No worries. It's all good for now. So after a very impulsive market start in the DAX, since then we are running a bit out of steam. So, however, we see a nice uptrend here. So in order to continue with this trend, the current price needs to trade above the previous daily high here. Right. Quickly double checking with the FTSE, and we're also looking at the M1 time frame. we have been in the vola box, and the FTSE is running maybe a bit up front. Here we can see that we are not going to trade new daily highs, but instead seeing a bit of a correction here. So that could happen for the DAX as well. So right, so the correlation between these two markets, yeah, it is close, but it's not 100% that close. So on a different time frames, you can observe these markets going in opposite directions. On a larger time scale, obviously, they are very more closely related than on the short term frame. So this is my 12,980 points. Bit more action here. So how am I going to trade this one? So if I see a nice candle impulse, which is trading, which is trading nicely above my first take profit, I'm trying to let that run to my take profit line, which is up here, 13,000 point mark. However, if the candle is going to go up and then it's going down again, I would like to close this trade at my take profit 1. One more time. I would like to give this trade a chance to reach the 13,000 point mark, which is currently not looking to do that. But again, if the market's going to go up, I will adjust my take profit. If it's running out of steam, maybe here in this area, which is hard to believe, honestly, and then the price would come down, then I'm closing my trade at the regular take profit line. Okay. So just a couple of thoughts for that trade. All right. I'm not going to call this boring, but yeah, you can see for yourself the candles up here. And we are long in our 5th trade. So a little bit of market action would be nice. So now that's what I call a bit of fighting spirit, and the DAX back to 12,980 points, 81 points, and where's that final push to get us through the big number mark. So 12,983, 84, and it's not enough yet. So we've now reached our take profit 1. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. Double check the SwissBox on the right hand side. So we have achieved a take profit which already exceeds the initial one. Oh, that's a pity. So trading on a M1 time frame, always a bit tricky. Okay, I hope it is clear what I have in mind with that trade. See on the nice profit on the right hand side, 24 euros, 25 euros, with just a trade with a risk of 0.02%. However, the trade has not been closed. Now unfortunately, I need to get out of it due to my own set of rules. Yeah, I have to get out of it. So I hope it is clear to everybody what I was doing here, giving the trade a chance to reach the 13,000 point mark. But once the trade is turning, I'm not a fool, not trying to be too greedy. So when it's coming down to the take profit, to the dotted line, that's when I press manually the close all button. Still, this trade was doing out just as fine. And so let's put these trades into the chart for the purpose of a record, of course. So that was the 4th trade and the 5th trade. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. So yeah, bit unfortunate if the market should trade the 13,000 point mark, but that's just the way it is. On the other side, though, I'm going to look for a new trade. Here's my SwissBox again, and of course, once the price is trading in this area, 13,000 point mark, that's when I would like to get into this trade. So I can activate my pending box. I should have done that trade here, but I was just talking too much. sorry, I missed that signal. So we are now trapped between the 13,000 point mark and down here. Here's another, still the same bowler box. So I can either do this trade or that trade. Right. Looking back down here in the trading terminal. So if you are following us on Facebook, on YouTube, or here in our live trading room. So these are a couple of trades we did earlier, just a very small one. And please understand that my aim in this live trading room is not to be as profitable as possible or to gain as much money on this account. It's just for our club members, for our international audience to execute the trading signals as clearly as possible, right? So this is an execute, yeah, it's a learning room. It's a room where we educate, and it is a room where we could, or where we are execute, sorry about that, to execute. So where we execute our own trading strategies. And it depends, obviously, if you trade with a high leverage, small leverage. You probably have a different account balance than I do, or you're willing to take other risks. But here in this live trading room, I'm careful, as everybody should be when trading the markets, of course. And see, all right. Now, in retrospect, I'm happy by closing out this trade here. Okay. So euro yen. Sorry, euro dollar. Euro dollar is coming to our take profit. That's the blue line up here. And that's it for the trade in the euro dollar. Nice push again. And we are out of this trade and with the first trade. So no such thing as any nail biting over here. Pretty simple trade. However, I'm sure you notice the difference in the money we are making out of this trade. So sometimes it's not that bad to actually get into a third or fourth trade because the position size will build up nicely. And if you're going out with the first trade, okay, that's good for the nerve, great for the blood pressure, but the profit is relatively small. Still, I mean, profit is a profit, right? And nobody's going to get poor by making even small profit. All right, that's the euro yen. And what is my friend the DAX doing? Not a lot. All right, shifting the focus to the FTSE. So I'm not going to do a big number trade in here. I could. So once we see a downward shift, so this would be more a manual trade in the FTSE. Come on. So, but because of that movement, I'm going to put down my risk. So that's the lowest risk I'm willing to take. Entry on. So double checking the master template. There's a red sun, but still we don't have any clear short signal whatsoever. Looking to be filled on the short side, and there we are. 6,095 points. And that's where our take profit line is. So even giving me this M5, so on the M1, even giving me the opportunity of adjusting the take profit slightly because of the double bottom in here. This is a so far nice and decent breakout. We reached our first take profit line. Right now, I'm not going to play with this trade. And we are out of the market. So nice movement. But please do keep in mind, you're trading on the M1 time frame. So and here is the trade, and again, entry and the exit. All right. So this is the way, the style we used to trade in the German-speaking live trading room for over 11 years now, and I'm going to try my best to do it as well as Carlos over the next couple of years, I guess. We will be starting in October. So in around a month's time, we are going to trade the markets here with you. So checking the DAX, and so we are now in a vola box. And so I need to close this one. Close all. So I cannot have two pending orders in one single chart. So I'm deleting this one, and I'm using this vola box by clicking on this round object here. Buy stop, the green line, sell stop, the red line. And I'm clicking now on entry. So the market movement with a double top. So it has been better looking on the FTSE, not so much here on the DAX. But still, a vola box is a vola box, and we've seen a breach of the uptrend as well. So I could, oh no, not this one, right? So this was my see double checking with the blue box trade order, of course, but there are no boxes. Oh, right, this is a cable, and I mentioned that I'm not going to do that trade because of that longer wick. Still, cable would have traded towards our take profit line. All right, so this was just my personal touch to this trade, and yeah, I missed that trade. But this is a nice W formation. Down here once, twice, so it looks like W, and the neckline maybe around here, and then breaking through, but it was, yeah, it took a bit. Still nice looking signal over here. All right, we're going to take another short break. I'll leave you alone with your trading. And here's our roller box trade with the DAX. Speak to you later. Bye-bye. Not bye-bye, so this is just a short break. Right. DAX trading 12,961 points. Looking to find maybe a little bit of support here. And yeah, down here, 61.8 Fibonacci resistance. And yeah, I'm sure you know how that works. Once we cross the resistance from the bottom towards the zone up here, and then if price is coming back, so resistance always acts as a point of support afterwards. So we are long in the first trade. That's a blue line for our take profit. And yeah, honestly, the 13,000 point mark is not that far away. We are trading here on a M1 time frame, so things obviously look, I mean, they look very, very bullish indeed, and just a short breather. That's not a big deal. But I was showing you guys the economic calendar, and there is not a lot of news coming out today. So the question is, where will these market impulses come from to put the DAX back over or towards that big number mark? So we are currently running low on a couple of new entry signals. Quickly double checking the Vola box, and you see we don't see anything. We could click on this button, and you will get an acoustic signal once any market down here is going into a box, and I'll hear a bing sound on my headphone. I'm disabling it. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, fair to say. So we have two trades open. It's the dollar cut, where we missed the take profit slightly, and the dollar cut is now trading completely within our box. And the other one is our buy trade in the DAX. So maybe time for a quick manual trade. So in between, let's double check cable. Now, so not with a 15, but more of a 10 pips range. And so here's my trading idea. Oh, I need to be quick. All right. So now I'm short in the market, short in the cable. So a bit of support here, and when we break that support, double checking on another time frame, M30. Oh, that is an, oh wow, I didn't see that formation before. And even more interesting to be short in the market. So double top, and this has to be considered to be the neckline down here. And yeah, I'm happy with that short trade. That's for sure. And if not, you know how the SwissBox work. I hope you do. If you're going to see a shift in the market and it's going back above the green line, we are going to enter the market long, right? So with the SwissBox, we can go long and short at the same time. And that's a pretty neat thing to do. And you know, let me click on custom and just so this could be more of a trade lasting a couple hours. I'm just going to say it out loud. Usually with the SwissBox, we are trading very on a very short term basis. Trade the average holding time of a trade. Yeah, what is it? A minute, two. But with this one, especially giving nice formation here. So there is some fantasy that the market will head to the 130 point mark. So usually you take the distance between the neckline and the top, and then you'll just mirror it down. Oh, I have to shrink that chart. You have to mirror it down to the other side. So let's say 1700 up here, and yeah. So we could, I mean, based on this technical analysis, we could go down towards the 129 mark. I mean, yeah, what is possible, what the market might do, that's all theory. Of course, I know that, but I've seen worse trading setup. So what is the FTSE doing? Coming up here, and I like to do that trade. So this is my pending box. It is placed up here. So once the FTSE gets into that green zone, then both pending orders will be activated. Now, when the FTSE is going to go up, I'm sure the DAX is looking to go long too. And here's our take profit line. Let me play a little bit with our custom target. Again, 13,000 is a very likely number, honestly. Just 30 points different, which is close to nothing. And again, for everybody who's watching it on YouTube or Facebook, we are streaming this live session. So all our strategies are available on the MetaTrader, and you can test them out within a 30-day trial, free of course. So what I'm trying to do here is just show you how to apply the trading strategies properly. If you want to do other trades, go ahead, absolutely, that's fine. If you're a big fan of the Bollinger Bands, MACD, whatsoever, go ahead and add it to your trading. You don't need it with our SwissBox strategies, but of course you can. You're free. It's a free country and a free trading environment as well. So yeah, check out our trial access or talk to one of our trading coaches. Yeah. So we are here for you every day during the week. So DAX has reached our first take profit. A bit hard to see on the dark background over here. So let me just let me double check 2107. I'm going to change the background. Bowler box. Oh, that's better. And we have to add the SwissBox again, 2107. So the magic number, it has to fit with the current trade. English language, of course, and there we are. And oh, sorry. Okay, so just by taking out the SwissBox, by adding it, and because the price was above our take profit one, so our take profit has been triggered. Right. So here it is. So it did not consider my custom target. I forgot that. Sorry. Anyhow, it's a winning trade. And by now you should get the idea of this Vola box trading. If not, have a look at our recent recorded live sessions we were doing for our partner broker market. So the 3-part webinar series where I was explaining all our different trading strategies. So the cable, I mean, it's M5 time frame slightly recovering and checking again the Vola box trading signal, also trade radar. So maybe I'm missing a couple of markets. So let me quickly add these. So what markets could we add? Euro dollar, euro Australian dollar, maybe. So that's a new chart, default settings, and then I'm changing the time frame. Then it's a template. And here it's a Vola box one. But you see that the price of the euro Australian dollar is currently trading in between. Also around the daily pivot, which is never a good trading signal or a good indication of whether a trend will, is going to start or not. But by adding just a template alone, the euro Australian dollar is here in the trade radar as well. And you can have up to 8 different markets here in the trade radar. So in this automatic scanner. Right. So for Monday morning, honestly, not a lot going on. Hence, I'm checking back with our main market, which is of course the DAX. So 13,000 point mark. So if the DAX is going up here, then we can place a pending order. So this is a price level where you could expect the market to make either a clear breakthrough to the top or to bounce back, but just as it did over here. But it's not going to stay at this price range for a very, very long time. And this is the idea of the SwissBox, to find situations, to find price ranges where the market is not going to stay. All right, I'll be back soon. So the DAX is trading at the big number mark, 13,000 points, and right, so when I'm going to enlarge and shrink the DAX, sometimes it looks a bit weird, a bit odd. So always make sure with the left mouse button to double click here on the price scale. So we are short in the first trade. Here's our take profit, the blue line. FTSE, looking to get into that trade. Now this time I'm not going to use my custom take profit. I'll leave the take profit where it is. So the price needs to cross the blue line and earn the spread. That's the way how it works. And that's it for this trade here with the DAX. Short. And another small winning trade. Oh, sorry, not this one. This one actually. Here we go. Entry and the exit. Still, the market volatility in the DAX is extremely low at the moment. So we could, I mean, it is not ideal. Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about doing another trade where we are decreasing or where we are working with reduced lines, entry lines, but that's not how it works. Okay, so the DAX over here, currently 10:40 here in Germany, so we have a, what is it, 80 minutes to go with or in our live trading room here. So what is my friend the cable is doing? Actually not a lot, and so a bit of a reversal over here. We are now long in the second trade, even though I'm still favoring the market price to go down on a massive price move. So yeah, we'll let it run. Dollar yen. So this would be another interesting entry setup here. So dollar yen on a M15 time frame. We do have a box size of 25 pips. So 25 pips on a M15. That's fine. Don't trade it on any M1 or M5 time frame though. It's a bit too large of a box scale, box size here. On M15, that's fine. But I mean, if you're trading on a M15 time frame, the holding time of this trade is it takes longer. Or it might, I don't know, but it might take an hour, could take 2 hours. And as we are just running this live trading room here for another 80 minutes, it's not a trade I'm looking to do right now. So focusing back on the Box trades, there are no new signals here. Unfortunately. So this is a FTSE still fighting to get into the box. And now, see down here in the trading terminal, now the pending order lines are active. So once the price is coming into the box by a point, then the lines will get active. You can now, of course, disable the lock symbol and you can close the orders because nothing has happened yet. It's just the fact that 2 pending orders have been closed, but we are neither long nor short in the market yet. So you can, of course, close it by deleting, or even better by clicking on this purple button here, close all. Right, nothing has happened with that particular trade in the UK 100. But if the market is going to breakout from the top or fallback below the sell stop mark of below the sell stop, then we are obviously in the trade until now. You just have to be patient and to wait. All right. 6,103 points. So we are going to stay with this market here. And again, I need a fresh coffee. Talk to you in a couple of minutes. All right, so I'm back here in the live trading room, and as for the UK 100, we are long in the market. So second trade, and here this was our sell order, and now we are long in the market, sell and short at the same time. So our trade in the cable. So we are out of this one, oddly on the wrong side, as I was expecting the market to come down here, but yeah, it's one thing to expect something and the result is a complete different thing. I'm not complaining out of the trade. So double checking here. So the first one, of course, was a losing trade, but the winner right afterwards gained more profit than the loss. And so in total, and that's what we are considering a good SwissBox trade. So the net result, that needs to fit, that needs to be positive, and here with the cable, it was just the case. So two trades, short, long, both trades get stopped out here at the blue line. And so yeah, a little positive difference in here. Wow. So, I mean, that's just a coincidence. Once you go away, grab a fresh cup of coffee, and then the market is running away from you. That is, yeah, just the way it is. So currently, DAX trading 13,035 points. So now we are very likely to run out of steam. So this could be considered as a bit of exaggeration, or maybe not. So the next resistance on the top side, you see the candles here, another one here, and top wick. You know what? Let me quickly. So let's bring it down. And as I would like to show you a different template, just a fresh one. With just one indicator in, but I'm using this chart most of the times when I'm checking other time frames. And okay, so I'm staying with a 1 hour time frame. So there was a high over here and over here, and the second blue line up here, 13,053 points. Very bullish indeed. I mean, in that whole movement, also the previous over here, at least two, not sure how you call it, touching points maybe. One was over here, one was over here. So very, very positive trading day. in the DAX. And now we just have to wait and see whether it's going to take us over the next resistance, 13,095 points. Okay. Right. Just quickly double checking any new signals, but you see nothing's happening. So, so here's dollar, Canadian dollar. Tried to break down a second time, but still not trading towards our take profit. So let's go back to the FTSE up here. So we end the second trade. That's our take profit line, and I'm also checking that once, twice, and the third time. Yeah, I mean the 4-hour candle looks very impressive indeed. Okay, I'm going to leave my, am I? No. Yeah. So that's a take profit where I would like to get out. Price needs to cross the blue line. Oh. And while we were talking about some support and resistance lines, let me open up the Dow Jones. So maybe you're interested into afternoon trading as well. Doing the zigzag, and this is also a very, very good looking fresh high from the Dow Jones on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm sure you know that the NASDAQ, the technology index, is, yes, off the charts. It's up and running for several weeks and days now, and S&P has also marked a new daily high, even though it was just an intraday, not a closing an all-time closing high, but just an intraday all-time high. And for the Dow Jones, it's a bit lagging, this popular index, but just by looking at this single chart here, looks very, very bullish. If we are leaving that price area behind us, do keep in mind this market can be traded now, but the official opening time is at 3:30 German time in the afternoon or 2:30 UK time. But still, it is a very interesting market to trade even before the official market opening, so future trading, so to speak. Just trying to see if I can, or maybe just connecting the tops here, and obviously the breakthrough earlier today. And yeah. All right. Goodbye Dow Jones. Let's go back to the English market, where we are still waiting to get out of the trade 6,113 points for the UK 100. And now I am actually going to adjust my take profit. So trying to make a new daily high here. And to have a look at these numbers here in the SwissBox. So we have gained a little bit of money. And yes, you can of course hit the close all button at any time. At any time, you want to make sure it's a winning trade. And so these are the combined trades. So this is a net gain. As for this one, I would like to have something extra coming out of it. So still in profit. I'm just double checking the DAX and the Dow on the other screen here. Markets are coming down, so we are still in profit. Yeah, I'm showing to you. So now it turned negative. Right, so you can click this button at any time. All right. So quickly checking any new signals. Euro yen. It is trading in a box. Trying to bring it down approximately 10 pips according to the vola. And entry on. So not a 15-point box, but just a 10-point box. Oh, see, and if I'm going to reduce the box size, the signal is gone. So it's no signal anymore. Hence, I'm deleting my penning order lines. Right. So you need, one more time, you need to, so every market has its own volatility. Most currency markets are the same, to be honest, but yeah, every market has its specific volatility, and hence we need to adjust our box lines. So, and there was a 15-point box. If I'm going to, or I just reduced it down to 10 and off it goes. Hence, I have to delete my order and to wait until it reaches the roll box here on the top side or on the bottom side. Until then, unfortunately, it is no trade. Looking back at the FTSE, so we are more or less break even here. Now we see a shift in the market. Couple of points. We are still on the M1 time frame. So going over to the DAX, and I don't think that we are going to get a short signal with our MasterTemplate X. Not even slightly. We do have a red sun over here, and for a proper short setup, we do need a blue candle down here and red arrow. Sorry, a red candle and red arrow down here, and this current market candle needs to close below the bottom moving average line. So then if all the signals are aligned, we get a clear entry signal in our MTX indicator. And right, so it's trading strategy which generates awfully a lot of trading signals now, usually 1 to 2 per trading day, but the take profit is a bit farther away, hence making more money than with just a single SwissBox trade. So it's a nice addition to our short-term trading. However, if we are looking at this market and it's just running away today, so Fibonacci resistance at 100. So that is where the DAX could take a breather. But a breather is certainly not a short setup entry signal. Two different things, two completely different things. So if you would like to adjust your take profit back to the original take profit line, just take your mouse, go on the right hand side, click on auto, and there it is. Now, if the FTSE is going back to the blue line, across the blue line, we are out of the trade. But it's actually it's a decent trading signal. So top here, top here. So I actually would like to see the market do a couple of extra points once it makes a new daily high, even though the Dow and the DAX are not heading in the same direction, but still. Right, so somebody, it seems like somebody has pulled the plug out of the FTSE. We're currently back to where we have started. So no worries at all. But it would be just nice to bring the trade back home before we end our live trading session here on this Monday morning. Right, so I hope you get a sound understanding of what we are trying to achieve here. We are not like any of these Wild West traders going all in with one single trade. No, that we are certainly not. We are doing this live trading for over almost 11 years now, on a daily basis, doing the live trading. And I think that's the reason why we are on the market for so long, because we know how to adjust our risk, and we know that even small profit trades are great to have on the account in the long run. And if you can take out like a percent every month on your trading account, and so that's more what we are trying to look at. Yeah, I mean, very conservatively speaking, an account percent per month. We had months where we took out 5%. Of course, it depends on the market volatility, and during Corona, it was absolutely great. And yeah, so we need the support of high volatility in the market to get decent trading results. But what you can expect from our market is that we get entry signals on a daily basis. Right? We are not trend traders who need to wait a couple of days, weeks for an entry. And then what happens if you're missing that entry? If you're in the shopping center or on a business meeting, then you have to wait for another month again, or what? So with our short-term trading strategies, we get lots of entry signals every day, and that is the entertaining part here. This is Traders Club. So I hope the chat function will work next time, so you are able to say, all right, hi. For instance, I'm Thomas from Sydney, or Peter from London, or George from Edinburgh. So Adobe is the software with which we are streaming our live trading rooms, and it's currently making an update, not only today, but over the next couple of days. So everything will be switched away from Flash, which is a great thing, over to HTML. So we go away, or not we, but Adobe is looking to leave the times of Flash programming behind, and it's shifting towards HTML, which is great news. But in between, there are a couple of glitches in the live trading room, and one of them is that, unfortunately, the chat option here on the left-hand side is not properly working today. All right, I'm just saying. Volabox. All right. So yeah, your yen is in the Volabox. However, we have shifted the Volabox area or zone. So this signal is gone, and there are no other trading signals currently looking to be traded. So it's and yeah. So the cable is not trying to go short by any means, but actually going to go long. Or trading around this big number, 131. You can, of course, if you like, place a manual order at any time. Has nothing to do with our trading strategies, but I mean, if it's a clear entry signal, why not getting into a trade manually by pressing the sell by market button or buy by market button, just in case you are not familiar with the MetaTrader. Yeah, I'm just saying. So 11:24 in the morning. Yeah, slowly but surely heading towards lunchtime, and crossing my fingers that we will get out of this UK 100 trade. Custom period. Let me quickly adjust. So these are the trades we did so far. I know, 13 euro. Doesn't sound a lot, I know that. But again, have a look at my account balance, and also keep in mind that we are doing these trades with with a minimum of risk of 0.01%. And again, this live trading room is for showing how you can apply these trading signals here in the market. It's not about doubling the account size every day. Right. No, I have not forgotten you. I'm still looking on the same chart as you here in the live trading room. The FTSE. FTSE needs to do a couple more points. This dotted line is our take profit. So switching over to the DAX. Still trading at a very, very healthy 13,000 and say 68 points. Yeah, very, very good. Monday morning. So it was muted in between. However, we saw a couple of nice bullish candles. So our trade in the dollar CAD. So we are still in the first trade, right? It's important to point that out. We are not in 6th, 7th, or 8th trade, but we are in the first trade. That's very important. So no risk involved. So almost no risk involved in this market whatsoever. However, it would be nice to trigger the take profit down here at the blue line. Yeah, maybe no. Maybe we just need to look at the market. Maybe it felt neglected by looking at the DAX and the UK the whole time and forgetting about it. So 20 minutes to go in our live trading room. So heading towards take profit slowly, and so here's that number in our SwissBox. So couple of points. But two things. You can disable the lock button, click on close all, of course, or you can hang in there just a little bit and wait for the market to trigger your automatic take profit, or you could click on the custom target and adjust your take profit line, for which you have to hit the blue bar, the blue line with your mouse, and then just drag it to another position, to another price level here in the chart of the MetaTrader. So these are your options. Yeah, and it is a clear trading rule at TradersClub24 that we are not trading during lunch break. So yeah, lunch break is usually between 12 and 2 p.m. German time, so 2 hours in which we are not doing any trades. No master template, no SwissBox, no volatility. I mean, honestly, I don't have any statistics saying that the results during these 2 hours are not as good as during the morning trading or during the afternoon trading, but it's just personal rule of every trader here at TradersClub24, at least here in Hamburg, in our main office. So, dollar CAD. I mean, that is obviously a market, a more decent trading market in or for the afternoon hours. So once the stock exchanges in New York and in Toronto / Montreal have opened. But here we are out of the trade, and see, sometimes it's just that I guess the market takes it a little personal if you're not following it close enough. And so you appreciate that movement. Now I have to go all the way back to the dollar CAD. Was it this one? Yes, it was. All right, now the final trade, which is still open, is the FTSE. And I'm going to click on auto, and we are out. So again, by clicking the auto button or the auto button, the adjusted take profit line came right back to the original or to the initial take profit line. So the UK was trading at that line this very second, and we are out of this trade as well. So all in all, I think a very, very interesting trading market this morning. So here was my short trade. Here's the long trade. Obviously, both trades have been done with a different position size. Both trades got triggered out here. And that is it for this morning. All right. So I hope you liked what we have done today. Quickly look at the Vola box again. No signals here. And obviously, I'm not going to do any trade anymore before lunchtime. So thank you very much for joining me today in this sneak preview of our live trading room, which is going to be launched in October. And I can tell you that we are going to have a very, very international audience on hand. So lots of clients from Australia, South Africa, Ireland, and the UK, of course. So the Germans, the Swiss, and the Austrians, they are over in our German-speaking live trading rooms. But for everybody else, we're going to set up an English-speaking live trading room. I'm very looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And so for now, I would like to thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. If you do have any questions, please talk to one of our personal trading coaches, ask for your free trial. And yeah, we are here every day in the office. So give us a quick call if you like. Thanks to everybody who was watching this video on Facebook or YouTube. If you like it, yeah, give us a thumbs up or click on like. I appreciate it. And to our club members, we are going to talk to you the next couple of days. All the best and have a great week. Bye-bye.